6 months ago, the winner of the art contest at the state fair never touched a paintbrush. He used only a mouse and a keyboard to tell a computer what he wanted it to create, and it did. And it was pretty good. Some called it cheating, letting artificial intelligence do much of the work for him. And now there is a similar debate in the classroom surrounding something called ChatGPT, which creates documents, not art. We tested it out, looked deeper into the controversy, and found out how one Southern Colorado school district is educating in the age of AI. How about create a bedtime story about a princess and a turtle? Princess Lila. This is good. Write a report about Rosa Parks. That's good info. Who invented Thin Mint cookies? Juliet Gordon-Low. Funny name, serious technology. ChatGPT takes massive amounts of data and converts it into the type of human conversation requested by the user. Created by developer OpenAI, it has become the source of both fascination and frustration.
ChatGPT
in the classroom.
Almost immediately after its launch, many colleges and school districts across the country banned it after reports of students using it on final exams or other assignments rather than doing the work themselves.
We've just started to scratch the surface at the admin level.
D11 spokesperson Deborah Ashby says although district leaders are still looking into it, a ban is unlikely.
We need to learn how to embrace it.
Jesse Walker teaches Mandarin Chinese at North Junior High in District 11 and sees both sides of it. He uses ChatGPT to create lessons and coursework, and it's a tremendous time saver.
While I'm teaching, I can go and be like, hey, can you create a short story around a boy who's good at basketball, likes to play basketball, wants to travel to China and meet a famous person like LeBron James. It'll generate that while I'm teaching, instead of me sitting down during my plan time trying to write that myself.
Walker believes ChatGPT could even change the way we think about learning, focusing less on collecting facts and more on how to use them.
I think it's going to be a real shift in education. I think teachers really need to start thinking, what are we doing with material and how do we get students to interact with it?
And the reality is, you really can't keep kids from using it anyway.
What do? You give them homework, they go home, they just use their phone, they use their own home computer, and they're still going to have access to it.
We can't just say, oh, we're going to turn a blind eye and not look at the AI technology. We have to really look at what we can do and how we can use it for the positive.
I personally think that it can be a game changer for the better if we let it.
Lila Strogoff is the founder of Atomic Mind, a California company that works with students on their college admissions. She agrees that banning it is not the solution and points out that while ChatGPT might be the first, both Microsoft and Google are in the early stages of releasing their own version to the masses.
This technology is around to stay. It is not a fad. It's not going away. And so I think to try to, bury our heads in the sand would be silly.
As we learned, however, the system isn't perfect.
Write a news report about the Chinese balloon. That's the wrong balloon.
Which means for now, at least some of us,
Chinese balloon, Chinese spy balloon.
Chinese spy balloon,
flying over the United States,
will have to keep doing our jobs without the help of ChatGPT. A lot of school districts use or have the option to use software that scans for plagiarism. In D11, it's called Turnitin, and a lot of that software is now being updated to scan for work created by ChatGPT so that students who try to cut corners can't. By the way, when I asked ChatGPT to include a few words that were misspelled to make it look not so perfect, it told me that was unethical, so it appears AI is now smart enough to recognize when AI is being abused.